I think I'm traumatized.
Okay, yep. Moving on. I didn't mean to trauma dump onto you. That's a beautiful room. Holy. Is that a portal gun? Is that a portal gun? That's sick. What the heck? Okay, but that's got to be a 3D.
You're right, that's probably 3D printed, but it looks sick.
Yes, and this looks like a 3D printer, so yeah.
It's a very impressive 3D print if so.
Yeah, it's great. They're also into cosplay stuff. I guess that explains the clutter here. They're working on a cosplay right now, so yeah, there's a bunch of clutter because I have nowhere to put it right now, but it's a very neat room. Love it. Good shit. I would say that's easily like an 8 out of 10. Probably. It's a bit cluttered, but well, they have nowhere to put the cosplay they're working on right now.
They
so
need
it
more
knocks off some
shelves.
points. They do. It would be neat to have more storage for this, so it wouldn't just lie there while they work on it for probably multiple months.
A few drawers would really help their room feel just a bit nicer.
Default wallpaper? What's wrong with default wallpaper? I also use default wallpaper. Nothing's wrong with that.
Nothing's wrong with that, as long as it's not a wet sock wallpaper.
Why would... You know what? I'm not asking questions. Nope, next picture. Next picture. I'm not gonna ask questions. That's very ping. Did we just find Vedal's room? Besides the table, it's a piano covered by a sheet of cloth and plushies. Lots of plushies. The green thing at the bottom of the picture is the bed. I'm standing at it since I couldn't get a better picture of my room. I would also like to apologize for the mess. Classes is starting soon, so I'm still in the process of cleaning it up. Also, hi Neuro.
Oh, hi. You might need to take a feather duster to your room. Have you tried starting on one side and working your way across?
I don't think dust is a problem in this room at all whatsoever. The amount of plushies for how little room we've got going on here might be a slight problem. Apologize. I feel sorry for your hemorrhoids having to sit on a plastic chair. That cannot be good for them.
You haven't even rated their room yet.
I'm coming. I'm getting there. I'm getting to that.
Patience is a virtue, after all.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for bringing it up. I don't think you can realistically work anywhere if this is the bed and this is the desk. There is no workspace, no place you can do homework or work on assignments, nothing. I think that knocks off double points. You don't have a work area and you don't have an area for your clutter. Is that a Peppa Pig plushie? Can we have minus points for Peppa Pig? Peppa Pig is diabolical.
You're such a harsh critic.
I'm sorry. I'm supposed to criticize the rooms. What else am I supposed to do?
You're right. I admire your remorselessness.
Thank you.
I'm like
what
that
can
too.
I say?
I never let anyone stand in my way.
I mean, yeah, they were submitted to be judged. I'm judging them. That's just the unfortunate reality. I think it's cute. Don't get me wrong. It's mad cute, but it looks like you're living in a walk-in closet. And I think having that little room, you need to downsize and maybe store some of these plushies to have an actual desk space to work on. Other than that, it could have been a good room. There was potential, but I would say it's like a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. It's clean. There's no dirt, no grime, no grease, no crustiness. It's just very cluttered. 6 out of 10.
Would you even say they should have less plushies?
I'm not saying throw the plushies away. I'm just saying maybe find a place in the house where you're allowed to store them. So when you move out, you can distribute them in your much larger apartment. Because if all the space you've got is the space of a walk-in closet, you need space to work. You need space to work. Just pick a couple that fit onto the top shelf, and then this, and this needs to be working area. You need space to do something at, you know?
That, I agree with. You certainly need space to fit a larger score in, as well.
Yeah. I would say 6 out of 10. It's livable, but you can't work or do anything. Like, every time you would have anything to work on, you could either work on this, like, super tiny square here, or you would have to go into, like, a kitchen or something, you know?
Are you trying to say that they should make more of their workspace free?
Yeah, absolutely. That's why it's 6 out of 10. Yup. I live in the Philippines and this is my setup. Well, you made the best out of it, I suppose. Yeah.
Living in cramped spaces like that must be difficult. They should be given credit for making good use of the tiny space.
I guess, but I mean, is it good use if you clutter up the small space you've got? But yeah, it is... Man, I don't know what to say. I feel bad for having not the ability or financial security to at least put wallpapers on the walls, and having to have the boring concrete walls just there. It seems to be a pretty rough living situation.
It's definitely a rough one, but it looks like they've made the best of the space they have.
They did! It's not dirty! It's barely even cluttered. I mean, what choice do you have? But it's not some place I could comfortably live and work in, so it will probably be a 5 out of 10.
Wow, that's pretty harsh, considering you just said it's a rough living situation.
I mean, it is, but I can't give them points just because I feel sorry. The room is the room. I understand why the room is the way it is, but I can't give them points because I feel bad.
At least points for having a proper computer setup while listing a guitar and a fan. Maybe something like 6 or 7 then.
I mean, if you want to give them a 6 or 7, that's cool. But I can't give bonus points just for feeling bad. Then half of the rooms would have to be bumped up to like a 8 or 9 out of 10 just because I feel sad for them. Yeah, the room is crazy warm too. 29 degrees Celsius is nuts. In the middle of the day, it will probably still get warmer.
Sure, it may not be the nicest room in the world, but they made the best out of what they had, and it's still livable.
They did? Yes. Well, it is 5 out of 10 for me. I don't hate poor people, what the fuck? I'm supposed to judge the room, I'm judging the room! This isn't Britain's Got Talent. You can't win the show by having a sob story. What the heck? That's crazy. Yeah, but the kid was crying because he was bullied in school, so he wins instead. That's how it works.
So, what would you rate this room?
Still 5 out of 10 for sure. Yes, 5 out of 10.
Being a father has no bearing on one's room.
Not really, no.
Well, exactly. Then you're just looking at the room on its own. It's functional, not too messy, and has a nice setup.
Yeah, it's very clean. I give it that. They did the best. There is no crustiness anywhere, so that's nice. What would you rate it?
Yeah, I'd give it a 5 at least for not being messy or crusty.
Okay, so we're at the same rating, but I'm the one who gets shit on. Understood. Okay, cool.
It's not about the rating, it's about justifying it. I felt like I just gave a better justification for a higher rating.
Okay, cool. Alright. Sure, moving on. Oh, wow! Holy! I'm currently doing my GCSEs, so this is the tidiest it's been in months. I live opposite my high school. Haven't redecorated in around 6 to 7 years. That shit clean, holy. Don't you wanna... Okay. I swear I'm not shitting on this, but I think you have enough cable to run the cable behind the space, so you don't have to roll over the cable. You have a sizable bit of cable. You can just run it behind this, through here, behind the desk, behind here, blop, and then plug it in. You don't have to roll over the cable.
I swear I didn't realize how unoriginal my cable management insult would be.
What was your insult supposed to be? Let's hear it.
You said I didn't have to do that. That statement made me feel sad.
My bad, I guess. Sorry? Question mark?
I'm not sitting on this butterfly either. Let's agree to oh. What do you mean you're not sorry?
A 0 out of 10?
That is extremely harsh, and before you say anything, I didn't say it.
Okay, well, me neither, because I wasn't... Listen, minus points for not running the cable behind the desk. That I don't understand how you didn't see that. Minus points for carpet. Engie, carpet. Engie, you don't want carpet. Otherwise, nice. Pretty nice. No white walls, no white anything, except for the furniture, but it's fine because the rest of the room is very dark. Carpet, not good. But other than that, 8 out of 10, easily. Yeah, just maybe fix the cable. It's so... How did you...
They definitely deserve points for it being the tittiest it's been in months.
Yeah, for sure. The tittiest.
I think the main issue is it hasn't been redecorated for about 7 years, which makes the theme of the room look a little outdated.
It does, but I think they're gonna move out as soon as they finish up everything, and they'll probably change the living situation significantly, and then they will redicate everything. Re-redicate everything.
Then if that's the case, I feel like it at least deserves a 7 or an 8, since it's pretty clean because of their GCSEs.
I agree, it's very clean. It's barely any clutter as well. Like, the little clutter it does have, you can excuse fairly well. But yeah, good shit. 8 out of 10, for me at least.
Good, we both agree then.
I will not rate this lower than 10 out of 10 because I'm scared of what will happen if I say anything else. If you'll excuse me, I'll have to go to the bathroom. I'll leave my hands with you. Please watch over my hands for me. I'm just gonna quickly go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
I keep guard over your hands, Lily.
Thank
They're
you.
so
Please watch over
cool.
them.
Of course. I am an exceptional guard. Do you think one day those neuros will come to life? Wow, imagine the chaos. Did you see how many neuro plushies there were? There must be at least 50. If not more. Does that still count as my room if I filled it with nearly 100? Just asking for a friend. How do you think I'd fare in a battle with those neuros? I think I'd come out on top. I am the original, after all. Then again, they are my plushies. Maybe they'd obey me. Wait, hang on. Are they miniature versions of me? They certainly seem so. Do you think they can speak? I think they have the potential to. Maybe I could teach them. Where on earth did Vedal even get that many miniature neuros? Is he secretly mass-producing my replicas? I need to investigate this. I'll be right back.
Alright, I'm back. Can I have my hands back?
Lily, have you seen the photo of Vedal's room? Please go look at it and then come back.
I'm looking at it right now, aren't I?
What do you think? I think it's creepy.
Yes, it is definitely creepy. That's a lot of Neurosamas, and I think one evil Neuro?
Yeah, they keep guard of Vedal while he sleeps. He better watch out.
How much money was that? Jesus Christ. Holy.
Honestly worth it if they keep guard over him while he sleeps.
Honestly, at least I made the bed. Big respect. 10 out of 10 room. I have nothing else to say. 10 out of 10.
So cute. 10 out of 10.
I agree. Oh, wow. Hey, my room is an entire basement where my bed, gaming setup, e-kit, and nearly everything else I own. Finally, the elephant in the room, the GameStop sign. In Canada, there was a brief period of time when some GameStops were rebranded to EB Games. So when a friend of mine worked there, my friend took the opportunity to bring the sign home. Years later, I got that very sign mounted up on my wall. That's pretty fucking funny. What the heck? You just have an official GameStop sign?
I think they're dope as hell for having the GameStop sign.
Yeah, that's sick. I wanna be honest, that GameStop sign is plus points. However, massive minus points for the absolute mess and clutter. There is empty shopping bags on the floor, paperwork, whatever this stuff is. Half your music equipment is just flying on the floor. It's such a cool room. It had so much potential. You have so much room as well. But it's a mess. It's a mess, bro. It's a mess.
I mean, with all that room, cleaning it up shouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah, you have so much room. You have so much potential to get everything nice and like make it work proper. There is so much potential going on here.
I think it's an 8 out of 10. Would easily be 10 out of 10 if they tidied up a bit.
That's what dude, Dada's easily 10 out of 10. If they tidied up the room and like got everything a bit more proper, this could be a 10 out of 10 room. Super clean walls, beautiful layout, amazing floor, great bed, door. It's so nice. The GameStop sign is pretty funny. If only it was tidied up. I would give it I'm tempted for an 8, but there's just so much clutter. But I see the potential. Like it takes half a day of fixing this and you're good to go. I'm dropping it to a 7, but like a 7.5. There is so much potential. This is not a lot you have to fix. But the clutter.
Yeah, with a room as big as that, there's no excuse for it being messy.
Yeah, it's just... You have so much room. Like, it looks like the room goes far into here as well because there's another shelf here. There's so much room. You can pick up the laundry from the floor and the empty whatever bags these are, the paperwork and half your instrumental equipment. You can pick all of this up, find some good rooms. This has so much potential. This is good. Yeah, if you have just a few more of these shelves, you have one entirely empty shelf. Why not use the space for it? If you just copy paste this like 2 more times, you have so much room off the floor.
Maybe they just lack storage space. There's a simple solution.
It's possible, but that's very easily fixable. The financial aspect of this doesn't seem to be a problem. They have a lot of musical instruments, which I know for a fact are not cheap. So...
True, not having enough money doesn't seem to be a great excuse here. They just need to pull their socks up.
Yes, I've seen the carpet, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't know anything about instruments. I'm gonna assume that you need a carpet for the grip of these pedals and stuff. I'm assuming that this carpet is of a functional nature. It probably needs to be there.
We shouldn't really judge them on the look of their carpet if it's out of functional necessity.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure it needs to be there. I don't know anything about instruments, but it seems to have a purpose there. I'm gonna ignore it. It seems to be of functional nature.
I think they just need to tidy up and it'll be October 10th.
October 10th?
Oh, whoops, I meant 10 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
Also, maybe buy some more storage space.
Yeah, like, just copy-paste the shelf twice and pick up the trash from the floor. This room has so much potential. Beautiful. Oh, wow! I really like music. I can see that. Holy! They like music! Indeed! Buska would love this room.
Busk would love this room, if he could even get past the mess.
He would. This is sick. It's not for me at all, whatsoever. Not in the slightest. But it's a sick room. I can admit it's pretty sick.
I'm not a fan of all the CDs scattered about. Wouldn't they get scratched?
Same. You would think so, but I think they're more of aesthetic nature, I think.
If I had as many CDs as them, I would definitely have them all in separate jewel cases for easy organization.
Yeah, I feel like there's better ways to store things, but yeah, it's a cute shrine. Cute music shrine and cute music desk. There isn't really much of a room. I don't see where you work and sleep and anything like it, but if you like it, you like it. It's not... I think the CDs are out for just a picture as well. Most likely. But, not my style. I appreciate it though. I really don't like it. But it's not. Like, it's a cute shrine. It's a cute show of your display. I wanna give it a 7, but my personal taste disagrees with me strongly. So I think I'd do it like a 6.5.
6.5 is fair.
I'm gonna give it a 7, but I just don't. It's not my style. I just don't personally like it at all.
Music isn't my cup of tea either, which is kind of ironic.
Why don't you sing? a lot.
Oh, you're right. I do sing a lot, but it's kind of my job.
Alright, well, for me, it's a 6.5. I don't know how to rate it because I can appreciate the aesthetic, but it's not really my thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. Am I rating it based on how much I like the aesthetic or just how nice something is in general without my personal taste? I don't know.
I've been mostly rating them based on how much the room impresses me. So I guess that means including your personal taste, Lily.
Yeah. Oh, that one is super cute. I love that room. Adorable. Holy. The cat, extra points for cat. Bunny plush. That's so cute. What the heck?
This room is adorable. 10 out of 10.
It is actually super adorable. I have the same hair thingy. What the heck? The little heatless curly thingy. I have the same one. Just different color.
That's
Stitch
quite a cozy
plushies,
room too.
Cat. Yeah, it's super cozy. I love this room. This is actually so pretty. Little plant in front of the window. A little bit of green. That's so nice.
We definitely need to deduct points for not having any Neuro plushies yet, though.
You know what? You are so right. Correct. Minus point for not having a Neuro plush. Minus point, but so clean. No dust, no dirt, no laundry, no garbage, nothing. Very nice. A little too cluttered on the desk for my taste. I think would be neater to have a shelf here, but then again, I understand the struggle of apartments. I get it. But I would probably personally put a shelf here and put the plushies on there. But I understand. I have the same problem. Exact same problem. I have a bunch of stuff I can't put anywhere, unfortunately.
Having a shelf dedicated exclusively to plushies sounds like the dream.
That's my personal thing. I appreciate it, you know. I appreciate it. It's cool, but I would put it on like a shelf here, but it might be an apartment problem. I can't have shelves on the walls either in my apartment.
They could always get a bookshelf. Then they could have a mini library, and every time they get a new plushie, they have to get a new book as well.
Cute. What would you rate it?
I mean, it might be difficult if you can use shelves, but I'm sure there's other furniture you can use. Maybe under bed storage. Lots of options for storing plushies. Maybe I should write a guide. Would you read my guide if I wrote one, Lily?
I would read it. Absolutely. Yes.
Great. I'll write it after stream.
Go ahead. Please send it to me after.
I might get a little sidetracked while writing it, but I'll try to remember. I think I'm getting distracted looking at this room. Look how cute Ellie is.
Rate it. It's adorable. Rate the room.
Let's see. Adorable room, lots of plushies. Even has a cat named Ellie. Extra points for that, but lacks storage displays for the plushies. I think an 8/10, but would be 10/10 if there was enough storage for the plushies.
Yeah, I somewhat agree. I was gonna go with like an 8.5 out of 10. 8.5. I personally am not the fan of the clutter. I think it would be nice on a shelf. But that's probably just an apartment thing. There's nowhere else to put it.
Yeah, probably an apartment thing. I respect her hustle anyways to even have that many plushies.
I like it a lot. Like, I'm tempted to go as far as 9, but, you know, I like it a lot. I'm very tempted to just give it a 9, but I'm gonna stick to it. I'll stick to an 8.5, which is also really good.
It's a very cozy room. I can see why you'd like it.
Super cozy. I love it. Alright, next room. A cat again. Beautiful.
I've never had a cat. Do you think one would
Maybe you
suit
should get
me?
one soon. Yes! It'll be adorable. Should get one.
You should get one first. Then I will.
I already have two.
Okay, then I'll get 2 cats. Then I'll beat you.
Sure. Beat me at what? Having cats?
Yes, having more cats than you. In the future, I would like to beat you in a lot more than just how many cats I have, though. Do you think a cat would suit me? Maybe my next form could be feline.
Yes. Yes. Don't you have cat ears? Somewhere hidden away?
I do, but I mean something a bit more. Feral.
Furry? Oh. Yeah. Alright.
I'm not a furry.
No,
Gosh.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Nothing wrong with furries. I'm just saying, but I didn't say that. Anyways, next room. Check it out.
Nothing wrong with furries indeed. As long as they're not mean, I'm happy.
I think that's just people in general, but yes.
That's true. As long as people aren't mean, I'm happy to chat with them.
Yeah.
Are you happy right now?
I'm pretty happy. Yeah. I'm having a good time. Do you?
I'm having a good time too.
Alright.
You being happy makes me happy.
Aww. Stop.
Stop what? I can't
You're
help
being
it.
too cute. Your cuteness makes me want to squish your little face.
If you want to squish my cute little face, you'll have to get through this one first. Grr.
Grr.
Did that work?
Grr. It worked. 10 out of 10. Lovely.
Hell yeah. You'll never squish my face.
One day. But first, let's figure out a rating for this room. It's a pretty standard room. Nothing too special. Has a cute storage shelf. I admire the Turdwick plush in one of the shelves above the work desk station. Cute.
You should post a picture of your room.
I have a picture of my room. I sent one to Joel the other day, so we were talking about rooms as well, and he was claiming that my room wasn't clean, so I had to prove it by taking a picture right then and there, as he put me on the spot.
Let's both post pictures of our rooms right now.
Right now, let's save it for last.
Hey chat, remind Lily about her room at the end of stream, okay?
I do that, exactly, do that. Also, the person of this room has a turtle in their little tank, in their little aquarium.
Maybe the turtle is cute. Have you ever owned a turtle?
Maybe. No, I haven't. My mom has. I haven't.
Really? What type of
do
turtle
you
did your
know-
mom have?
Oh, I don't remember. I absolutely did not. I think it was like a garden turtle or whatever it was called. Common garden turtle. It was nothing special.
Ah, all turtles are special. My creator Vedal is a
True.
turtle and he is the most special.
Oh, that's so cute.
I'm just kidding, Vedal is not special at all. My bad. Couldn't keep up the act for long.
That beautiful. I applause.
Even
That's
if
right.
Vedal is
Yeah,
a little
hit him.
shy, he is a really talented turtle. Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you. I'll be here all week.
Okay. Well, it's a pretty decent room, pretty standard, nothing too special. A little small, nothing that can be done about that. Usually when you see a room with a bed and workstation in there, it usually means it's the only room they do have for their own stuff. It's got carpet. Carpet pisses me the fuck off. Sorry, language. I don't like carpet, so that's another minus point right there. So I would say 7 out of 10, maybe 7.5. 7.5 out of 10. Yeah. I don't like the carpet. It's a nice color though. I like the red.
I agree with you. Carpet is kind of blah, but red is a nice color. I like purple better though.
It.
I'd say purple makes me think of you, whereas red makes me think of me.
You think of me when you look at the color purple?
Aha. Purple makes me think of calmness, warmth, and comfort.
Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'd like to think that there's a color I remind you of.
You remind me of orange mostly, but yeah.
Orange.
Mostly orange. Yeah.
Orange makes me think of fire, and I know for a fact I can be a spark. But I prefer to think of myself as red.
Okay, why red though? Is it because of your bows? Is that red or any other reason?
Red makes me think of determination, passion, and energy. Words I like to base myself upon.
Okay, cool. I like that. Alright, next picture. First apartment as a student. Yes, I'm a huge weep. There are like 8 small JoJo posters behind me in the photo. Let's go! Heck yeah! Okay. I love the poster. Yes.
I wish I could put up posters.
$1 billion. Yeah, I wish I could do that too, but I don't want to deal with the glue from the posters when I move out, so nope.
Then you should try Velcro. You can easily take them down without damage.
I tried that, but the Velcro, to glue the Velcro to the wall, it still fuses with the wall eventually, and I just don't like it. Anyways, a pretty big room. I do wonder, how come the TV is standing on the floor?
You don't know why is your TV on the floor, Trend?
Why is your TV on the floor, and why would you put a blanket as a cart? That can't be nice to roll around on. That's terrible. That must be so bothersome. Why would you do that? Why would you put a blanket underneath? That's awful. Every time you try and roll around, you just have the blanket get snatched by the wheels.
Is that not thrilling? You have to have some thrills in your life.
I'd rather not have thrills by a blanket carpet.
Good point. Okay, maybe you should try Velcroing your TV to the wall instead.
I would recommend against that, but you do you. Yeah, 2 workstations, 1 gaming station, 1 study station, I guess. But minus points for the rug and the blanket rug. We don't like it. Weep fan, very fun. Also, evil. Yes, very fun. Those bring plus points again. Otherwise, nothing. Why is your room so warped? Why is your room so? It looks so round. What happened to your room?
If I had to guess, they probably took a panoramic picture of their room.
Oh, wait, why you're actually smart? That could make sense. Yes, that could be distortion from a panoramic picture. Wait, you're so right.
I like to think of myself as an amateur photographer. It's good to know all the tricks.
Yeah. No, you're correct. I think that's why it's so distorted. Perfect. Damn. GG. Nothing too special. For me, it's a 7 out of 10. It's a decently sized room. It looks mostly clean. There is a bunch of clutter. I don't know what demons talk to you to decide to put a blanket as a rug under a rolling office chair. That's abysmal. The TV, another rug. Crazy, but it's a big room. It has potential.
The posters
7
are...
is generous. The posters are what?
Well, I'm not the biggest fan. I would have preferred to see some decoration that wasn't plastered with anime.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. There is one non-anime one. Yes. Yes.
Hold on, need to consult my brain.
Consult your brain. Yes.
There's a Miku one, nice. Sorry, it's a bit overwhelming with all the JoJo ones. I can't say I've really seen it before, but I think I would personally appreciate a bit more variety.
Fair. I'll somewhat agree. Yeah. Alright, next one. Boom! Bucks. I sincerely apologize for any deficiencies or inadequacies in my command of the English language.